piece to it, which was trying to improve livelihoods of rural people.
Thank you. With all that we were trying to do, we realized that that wasn't everything. You could have good health, that was wonderful, but you had to have a livelihood. When most of us forgot that. And most of us in philanthropic endeavors focus on reaching a level of well-being that is better than what you have. But what you have is so horrible, or horribly poor or deficient, that being better than that may still make you below the poverty line. And what we all must try to do is to concern ourselves with not with just giving handouts or providing education or providing means of access, but that we have to find a way to provide livelihood and sustainable livelihood to communities. It may be getting fishing back to the fishermen on the beach rather than having to trawl the high seas. It may be having silkworms or having a silk industry or a bamboo industry. We need to be innovative. We need to see what we can do to provide this livelihood to the less fortunate people.
That's great. And I happen to know there's several people in this room interested in the same thing. I'm assuming you're actually looking for partners.
Oh yes, very much so. And we're very happy to work with partners or to help people who want to do this on their own do so.
Great. This is a somewhat different approach than the Tata Trust took, say, 50 years ago. Am I right?
Well, the trust concerned itself with ways of increasing the yield and agricultural yield, of conserving and harvesting water, which made a difference in the community, but it was never meant to provide sustainability. It was just meant to provide a better life. And regrettably, I think that's just not enough. And we have to look at this in the form of how can we bring sustainable livelihood to a community. It may be making investments in our companies in those areas. It may be providing industries that could be located and creating capability for these people to use that environment. But it needs to be something, and we need to consciously be concerned with not just handouts, not just donations, but to get a prosperous community in place. And if we can do this, I think we would reduce the burden on some of us, because these would be sustainable people who would be useful citizens in their country.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. And changing the topic slightly.